Well, hi everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this very warm day ahead here on this Friday morning. We've got very warm, dry conditions out there and windy for some. Now, the strongest winds will be in the east and southeast here, but the relative humidity is going to be a little bit higher, so not all areas are included in the red flag warning for today. Eastern Nebraska is. And then here to the west, not as much wind, but there's going to be very low relative humidity, so some places under a red flag warning. So it's kind of a goofy looking map. And some of it comes down to which National Weather Services cover what offices cover what area. But again, red flag warnings out for some this afternoon and early this evening. We are going to be looking at a very warm, dry day out there. We are looking at strong winds out ahead of a cold front right in here, gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Here comes a cold front, and then near that front and behind it could trigger some evening showers and storms, mainly after sunset. So here's 9 p.m. right along that front here. Could see some isolated severe weather. Later in the night, that severe weather threat comes down. In fact, most of us tomorrow morning will start off dry, cloudy but dry. The moisture chances over the weekend for many of us are not looking great, to be honest with you. It's looking much better up to the north and northwest. Rain here, and even starting to change to snow after sunrise tomorrow up in northwest Nebraska. But our chances will pick up during the day tomorrow. North Platte first, Tri-Cities. So by midday, now we're starting to see some rain here and there, maybe even a couple of isolated cracks of thunder. Meanwhile, snow here in northwest Nebraska, but it will struggle to get much farther southeast as the air will be too warm farther southeast. The warmest air will be out ahead of this cold front right here. As we get into the afternoon, still some showers, but this whole area is going to start to lift to the northeast. So Saturday night, most of us will actually be dry Saturday night. Then comes our next weaker system heading into Sunday, and this one right now does not pack much of a punch. Maybe a little bit of light rain or snow mixed, but accumulating snow, most of us won't see much. So I'm not looking for much moisture on Sunday. Just kind of a cool and brisk day out there for Sunday, and then Sunday night we'll see things dry out, but we will have more opportunities for moisture down the road. For tonight, mainly this evening after 8 p.m., there is a small chance of severe weather in that darker green shaded marginal risk area. I think the better chances are north of Interstate 80. Your main threats, and they're low end threats, large hail, up around quarter size hail, and maybe some severe wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. Again, I don't think we'll see a lot of severe weather though. Tomorrow, no severe weather expected other than maybe some isolated stuff in southeast Nebraska. I didn't adjust the numbers on here, darn it, I forgot to do that. But these are all level 0 here. I forgot to move the numbers around because I wasn't planning on using this graphic, but again, it's just general thunder showers, a couple of areas of rain mixed with some lightning and thunder. Not a big deal. All right, snow-wise over the weekend, I think our best chance of accumulating snow will be in northwest Nebraska, right in here. Maybe upwards of 4+ inches in some isolated cases. Most of the local 4 viewing area and even the KNOP viewing area will not see snow accumulation. Mostly trace amounts right in here. But again, into the sand hills, that's your best chance of picking up snow accumulation. And overall, northern Nebraska is going to get most of the moisture with this system in the form of rain and or melted snow. We're talking about a 1/2 inch or more in some cases. But a lot of us, easily under a 1/2 inch of rain. And in fact, many of us may not even get a 1/10 inch of moisture with this upcoming weekend system, or systems. It is actually 2 systems that we'll see, but not a lot of moisture, but we do have more chances down the road here. And in fact, as we look at the long range real quick here, going to be very brief about this just due to time. There's this weekend Saturday storm system. Again, most of the snow's in the northwest, most of the rain's in the north. Our next system on Sunday is not looking to pack much of a punch now. We get a break Monday, and then here comes more moisture Tuesday, and another round is possible as we head towards Wednesday. And there may be more chances down the road as well. So we could get some moisture, which is good. We need the showers. Hopefully we back off on the snow. Here is the GFS model. Again, notice how most of this is rain, but snow in northwest Nebraska. It moves out tomorrow night, and then Sunday we're looking at a much weaker system now, so I don't think we'll see much with that Sunday system here. More moisture possible Tuesday, and again on Wednesday. I think the Tuesday evening time frame packs a punch with a little more moisture, a little more rain here. And then there's the second half of that system, maybe a little snow up north, and we may see some more chances of moisture down the road. All right, let's breeze through those temperatures, which are going to be near record highs today. Highest getting up into the 80s. I think 90 is certainly a possibility in a few locations here. Here's a look at the records for today. Here, those that keep records. Now, I will mention that Kearney, the record is 86. It's an unofficial number. That's why it's not on here. Not everybody keeps track of record highs. So these are your records for today. Let's go back real quick. I'm going to show you what my forecast is. So again, almost all of us have a chance to tie or break a record today. Grand Island, we'll see if we get to 89. It's going to be tough to get there, but it's possible. But back to those records one more time. In Lincoln, 90. I'm going mid-80s right now. So again, that kind of gives you an idea of how close we could be to records for today. North Platte, Broken Bow, McCook, Imperial will be close in all locations, Norfolk as well. Tonight, we start to see that cooler air up north by tomorrow morning as that cold front's moving in, 30s there, 40s and 50s ahead of that front. And as we get into tomorrow, look at the wide range in temperature. Still mild in the southeast, but much cooler behind the cold front in the 30s and 40s and 50s behind that front. We're getting colder than tomorrow night, 20s and 30s for lows. And then looking ahead to Sunday. Sunday's going to be our chilly day, 30s and 40s, but not as much moisture around as I previously thought there would be. It doesn't look like we'll see a ton of moisture on Sunday. And then looking at Sunday night and a Monday morning, 20s and low 30s for lows. Monday, some recovery, highs back into the 40s and 50s. So as we look at that extended outlook here, we are going to be looking at cool weather over the weekend. Your best chance of moisture tomorrow is going to be tomorrow, middle of the day, right there. I don't think we're going to see a ton of moisture in the Tri-Cities, unfortunately, with this system. Better chances down the road, though. Tuesday, especially watching Tuesday evening, maybe some more on Wednesday. Some slightly warmer temperatures, basically 50s and 60s are returning. Kind of cool, wet weather ahead of us as we head into early April. Quick look at the North Platte forecast. Not much different than the Tri-Cities other than that the chance of snow is slightly better Sunday during the day, but even then I don't think we're going to see much snow accumulation there. More chances of moisture Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe a little snow mixing in if it gets cold enough Wednesday morning before sunrise. Otherwise, again, pretty typical spring weather with highs in the 50s and 60s and off and on chances of rain. Well, I want to thank you all for watching on this Friday morning. I'll be back with you on Monday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless.